How authors use words. An author chooses certain words and puts them in a certain order in a specific sentence, possibly humorous, possibly serious. The result is a personality, a tone, a voice. Here's a video on how it's done.
Humor in nonfiction is more about finding the right delivery than finding a good joke. Real life is full of the absurd. Good humor simply points that out. Your word choice can expose the funny side of a situation, even if the situation didn't seem funny when it happened. Readers react not just to what you say, but how you say it. Exposing the humor in misfortune is what comedians do best, but anyone can do it with the proper attention to tone and voice. Finding the absurdity in everyday life is an art. Humor in nonfiction appeals to readers if they can relate to the topic and see it in a new light. When you write humor, you have two main jobs. First, decide what you want to say. Then, think of the best way to say it. It's all about delivery.
What makes something funny? Learn about the ways nonfiction authors use tone and voice to create humor in their work.
Hey there, Olivia at your service. Tone and voice in writing are just like your own tone and voice when you speak. Your attitude toward the subject you are talking about is your tone. When I greeted you before, my tone was playful. My personality comes through in my voice. My tone can change, but my voice will always be unique. Every writer has a unique voice. Writers of nonfiction use tone and voice in the same way writers of fiction do, even using them to add humor to their writing. Let's see how tone, voice, and humor come together in nonfiction writing. In nonfiction, a writer's word choices help establish the tone of the writing. A writer can discuss the same topic using different tones, sometimes within the same piece. Look at these three examples from an article about coding. In the first sentence, words such as process, programmers, and step-by-step commands define coding and set a neutral formal tone. The sentence in the middle has a more informal, exciting tone, as evidenced by the words New Horizons, Gamers, and From Scratch. The writer's word choices in the last sentence make the humor obvious. Placing the word revolution inside quotation marks creates a playful tone. A writer's voice expresses his personality. While word choice is important in establishing voice, it is just one of many ways for a writer to sound original. Let's look more closely at the informal sentence from before. We'll show the next sentence as well to further reveal the writer's voice. The writer uses varied sentence length and an interesting word order to create voice. A writer can use tone and voice to create humor in nonfiction. A writer has a variety of styles from which to choose to bring amusement to the text. Another effective literary device that lends humor to writing is absurdity. Absurdity focuses on the ridiculous, irrational, or nonsensical. Adding absurdity to writing can help convey feeling, meaning, or viewpoint. Let's look back at a previous sentence and the sentence that would follow it. The second sentence is nonsensical. The tone and voice show how the writer feels about coding. Tone, voice, and humor are all important elements in nonfiction writing. Word choice helps a writer establish tone. A writer's voice is unique and shows his personality through the writing. Both tone and voice can bring humor to writing. Why not laugh while you learn?